Can something be true and not true at the same time? Have you ever heard the phrase that might be true for you, but not for me? In this video, we'll break down one of the most important rules of logic, the law of non-contradiction, and why it absolutely destroys relativism and religious pluralism. The law of non-contradiction says this: a statement can't be both true and false at the same time and in the same sense. Think about it. I can't say the car is parked in the driveway and the car is not parked in the driveway and mean both at the exact same moment in the exact same sense. That's not a theological opinion, that's just how reality works. This principle goes all the way back to Aristotle, but more importantly, it's built into the fabric of creation itself. Without it, logic collapses. You live by this law every day. A light switch can't be fully on and off at the same time. A judge can't say someone is guilty and innocent in the same sense. You can't say there's no truth and expect me to believe that's true. The law of non-contradiction is how we tell sense from nonsense. Let's talk about relativism. It's popular nowadays to say all truth is relative, but if that statement is true, it would have to be absolutely true, which means truth isn't relative. It cancels itself out. The next time someone says there are no absolutes, ask them, are you absolutely sure? Relativism is self defeating and therefore cannot even possibly be true. The same applies to religious pluralism, which is the idea that all paths lead to God, or all roads lead to heaven. Basically, saying all religions are equally valid. A simple example will prove that all religions are not equally valid. Christianity says Jesus is God. Islam says Jesus is not God, only a prophet. Jehovah's Witnesses say Jesus is not God, only a God. Latter day Saints say Jesus is a spirit brother of Satan and one of many gods. These religions can't all be true in the same way at the same time. They possibly could all be wrong, but they can't all be right. Logic won't let you mix contradictions and then call it truth. Logically, all religions cannot be true. And this leads to an interesting point. God will not contradict himself. And this is a major problem for religions that claim to believe the Bible, but then contradict its teachings. Because God will not reveal something to you that is contradictory to his word. This is famously seen in the Islamic dilemma, where the Quran affirms the Bible, which then undermines the Quran and all of Islam. We also see an example in Mormonism. The LDS Church teaches the burning in the bosom, which is a feeling of assurance that something is true. This burning in the bosom or feeling of assurance is then used to do away with any and all logical contradictions. But the law of non-contradiction still holds firm regardless of your feelings. 1 John 4:1 says, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, for many false prophets have gone out into the world." Truth has a source, and it's rooted in God himself. Here's the challenge. If you reject the law of non-contradiction, you can't make any meaningful argument, not even against Christianity. If truth exists, and it does, then we need to follow it wherever it leads. Come now and let us reason together, says the Lord. Isaiah 1:18.